Well, welcome, soul seekers, everyone who's sitting in our temple today, and for those who are listening at home on YouTube, welcome. My name is Ilene. I'll be giving the talk, and our topic is practicing kindness in a chaotic world. Topic could not have come at a better time. The inspiration for today's talk is from Paramahansa Yogananda, who wrote that kindness is the light that dissolves all the walls between souls, families, and nations. We are in the earth energy of Pisces, which is a water element, and the folks that chose this energy to be born into, they bring with them a lot of emotional health, intuition, adaptability, and the virtue of faith. We are also in the year of the fire horse. Seems appropriate to be in the year of the fire horse right now. It symbolizes unstoppable energy, passion, and rapid change. And today, March 8th, is International Women's Day. Got a lot of beautiful blessings going on right now. Today's talk will focus on the value of self-kindness and how that molds into our daily actions within the Sunburst path, and while living and experiencing the chaos in the world and the rapid changes that may and are occurring. I always like to send out a special blessing to those who are listening at home on YouTube. We always feel and embrace your energy, and I always like to take a moment to say thank you to the musicians, and thank you to our technical staff for their contributions and their commitment to make this happen every week. I had actually selected the wrong topic to begin with, and Patty redirected me to the correct topic, and I went, oh my God, I'd already written my entire talk based on the former topic. What am I going to do? I start a month in advance meditating on it. Am I going to do okay? So I said, okay, well, let's do Google anything that has to do with chaotic and kindness. And oh my God, I found the 12 core attributes of kindness as defined by the Kindness Curriculum. It's a curriculum put forth by the Kaplan Institute in Australia. They actually have a full curriculum on kindness. That got me going. And they started with the 12 attributes of kindness, and I'll read them to you, and I've made some notes on those as well. Compassion. There is power in the practice of self-compassion. Empathy for yourself and others. Gratitude for the experience of this life. Honesty with yourself and others. Humility. See each other as one. Humor to lighten the day. Mindfulness meditation. This is a simple and great way to practice self-kindness. Like, for example, a breather break throughout the day as time permits in a busy work day. Stop and mindfully breathe for a minute or two, maybe even 3. Perspective. When you see a quote, finish it by saying to yourself, and they said. And sometimes I'm reading crazy quotes on the internet, and I always say, they said. Kind of changes how I looked at that comment. Positivity and practice balance in all things. Self-acceptance and self-awareness. Collaboration. Seek and adopt methods of sharing and caring. And trust in yourself and how you will interact with others. According to this curriculum, forming a holistic approach to self-kindness that includes both internal and emotional skills and external actions lends towards building stronger communities, self-awareness, and according to the curriculum, there are 3 key lessons in kindness. They are mindful meditation, positivity, and self-acceptance. When we adopt these attributes to ourselves, it's easy to see how kindness on an individual level can improve your mental health and overall well-being and reduce your stress, improve your self-esteem, increase peer acceptance, and generate feelings of gratitude and happiness. These attributes may create an environment where individuals are more likely to feel valued and empowered. Everyone likes to feel valued. So let's take the word kindness as a stand-alone concept. Leave out any concepts of perceived opposites like hate or lack of empathy. Kindness is an energy that flows through us from our beginnings. When we're born, the first thing we experience is the kindness of the love of our family. Immediately, the joy and happiness that we exist in their lives. This is where the relationship with our Creator was born, and it resides and participates in the experience of physical life on Mother Earth. Kindness is an energy to harness and to reconnect to Source and be one with our original experience. Kindness, compassion, and empathy say that we are all one, all beings connected to each other, and the importance of the quote, "Love one another," gives a pathway to realization and oneness with the Source, our Creator. We are one, everyone. No matter how we perceive or respond to those who do not fall into our idea of what a human experience might be. Remember this. In the beginning, there was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Creator, with the Word and breath, brought the universe into being with loving and kind energy. So for us, sitting here today and watching at home on YouTube, the challenge is to understand and embrace the original thought, original energy, and to recognize that energy in every living being, without judgment, without hate or anger, or more importantly, without fear. Be joyful in your interactions with each other. Every interaction is an opportunity to show kindness. Be content in your earth experience and all that it has to offer. After all, you did choose it. Be aware of the energy swirling around you. Avoid being caught up in energy that does not service your humility or your spirit. And take the time to release thoughts of judgment, frustration, and know that right now you're experiencing what you chose to experience. You chose this, so embrace it. Equanimity is seeking love over fear. Fear leads right into judgment. Judgment leads right into divide and conquer. So I choose to not participate in the game of divide and conquer. I honor and embrace all differences. Love the differences and see yourself in everyone. A quote from Richard Rohr from his essay, A Return to the Garden. We all walk in the garden whether we know it or not. We came from God. We will return to God. Everything in between is a school of conscious loving. True equanimity and compassion are developed when one's ego is broken down by intense life experiences. Think about that statement, intense life experiences, and ask yourself, what intense life experiences have you encountered that moved you to seek compassion and kindness within yourself, and then share that with others? Thomas Merton, a Trappist monk, wrote, "I have come to think that the care of the soul requires a high degree of resistance to the culture around us, simply because that culture is dedicated to values that have no concern for the soul. Isn't that where we are right now? In a chaotic world with values that are off-centered, not balanced. He's also quoting as saying, our job is to love others without stopping to inquire whether or not they are worthy. And in one of his writings, it encompasses the topic for today. This knocked my socks off when I read it. We live in a society whose whole policy is to excite every nerve in the human body and keep it at the highest pitch of artificial attention to strain every human desire to the limit and to create as many new desires and synthetic passions as possible in order to cater them with the products of our factories and printing presses and movie studios and all the rest. And he wrote that over 60 years ago. Wow. I think he nailed it. This concerns how we look, how many toys we have, or how much wealth we may or may not have, how good we look when we're going out, do we have the right makeup on, the clothes, all of that being held in highest pedestal. It is a false idol, false pedestal. Now, Sunburst offers the blueprint for success, aspiring daily to follow the 12 virtues and 8 right steps in our daily walk of life. I have joy, contentment, awareness, and faith in myself to start every day with meditation. I show kindness to myself by making that connection with the Creator every day. The hallmark of Sunburst is our commitment to meditate as a group every day in some fashion. We meet in a variety of ways, either in person or online, every morning. A lot of our morning meditators are here today. The Sunburst Morning Devotion Hour has dedicated meditators joining from all over the world, all walks of life and all spiritual backgrounds. For information on how to join this weekly Sacred Circles, reach out to our wonderful office staff, Emily, April, and Bennett. Be aware of your conduct. Use kindness, integrity, empathy, and compassion to guide you throughout the day. And start with finding that place within you that will conduct interactions with love first. Do the right thing, even if no one is watching you. And every day is an opportunity to learn something new or to embrace a balanced thought. Remind yourself that you are a child of God and are abundantly able to succeed in every effort that you designate with joy. And one of those days before I leave the planet, I'm planning to conquer algebra, just saying. It's always on my list of things to conquer. So when you're speaking, speak consciously. Words are energy that can affect you and those around you. Think before speaking. Is it true? Is it helpful? Have you spoken with integrity? Is it necessary? And is it kind? In our daily walk of life, associating with family, friends, and colleagues, seek that place in your heart center with balance and integrity, kindness, and love. And I know that when we're working throughout the day and you bump into something that really irritated you, you just have to stop and tell yourself, take that breather break, and remind that you're going to respond with kindness and love. Be loving to your body, treat it kindly, and when you're getting ready to take a meal, take a few moments to send a prayer of gratefulness. We are so fortunate to be living in a time of abundance, with healthy options, nutritious, delicious, organic sustenance available, so easy to get. And during the activities of daily living, be faithful to your body. Take breather breaks whenever the day becomes overwhelming. Be joyful, content, aware, and kind during times of recreation and association. Embrace the unknown with a loving, kind heart during interactions. And remember this, that all creatures, large and small, with physical body or in spirit, have been gifted with the same amount of life spark. And that is because we are all equal in the eyes of the Creator, our source. It is how we choose to utilize that gift of spark, our light, the flame contained within our breath, connected to our soul and to the heart center, determines the outcome. And as Norm always said to us, keep the top of your head open. We're going to prepare to go into our meditation. Take a moment to check your posture. Make sure your spine is properly supported. Sit up straight. Relax your shoulders. And open the door of your heart with intention. Steady your gaze to the point between the eyebrows and keep your awareness on your breath throughout your meditation. And if your mind wanders, bring your attention back to your present breath. Norm Paulson, our founder, said that through meditation and prayer, we can see God face to face. We will listen to a short stop by Norm, after which you'll hear a light gong, and then April will lead us into meditation with the sound bath. After we come out of meditation, we will be graced by Al's flute.
They stand on the threshold of this quantum leap. My teacher, Paramahansa Yogananda, used to tell us, you have to get devotion and love for God. God responds to our love. If we can open our hearts and give love to God, and our desire to hear, to see, to know, God responds to our love. Love given to God is the quickest and surest pathway through meditation, through service. We give our love to God, to each other. Jesus said, love ye one another, and thy neighbor as thyself. This is a realization that comes upon us through our love given to God. For as that love begins to awaken and move through us, God responds to our heart's desire to see and know why we are here, why we came, and what we are to do while we're here. Yes, we are all God's children, brothers and sisters, all so unique. That soul existing in each one of us, so special, so created by God. The time is upon us now. I know that Christ wants to awaken in the consciousness of each one of us sitting here today. Look ahead, out into space, through that point between the eyebrows, for the light of spirit to collect. It is the eye of soul within each one of us that can see this light of God, not physical eyes, but the eye of soul, the light of heaven descends through the crown of the head into the body, into the beating heart. We can receive, as Jesus said, light and life more abundantly. This is what he came to give. His own words. Life more abundantly. Light more abundantly. Seen by the eye of soul. Let us set our feet steadfastly on the path of in our life ahead, and know that one day the face of God, of Christ, will appear before you. You will know it, you will see it, you will feel it in your heart. Bring our concentration to that point between the eyebrows. Look out into space through that place for the light to appear, and it will. Focus your attention on that space before you. As the light appears, the voice of God can be heard. Here we receive true direction in our lives. Each one of us has the most wonderful path ahead, leading into heaven, and a work to do with God.
As we transition out of meditation, notice the joy that we're feeling. Meditating in fellowship, we're experiencing the co-creating, elevating and raising the energy level closer to the Creator, as we are all one.
Oh, listen to life's sweet song. Can't you hear how she longs for perfection like in days that are gone? So sweet and oh, so sad. So sweet and oh, so sad. Father, you're melting us all into one bright, shining, blazing sun. And we've all had the blues much too long, so we're all going back home to you. Oh, big wheels are turning round all around us without a sound, and they're spinning within us too. Oh, I can feel the love, can't you? Oh, I can feel the love, can't you? Father, you're melting us all into one bright, shining, blazing sun. And we've all had the blues much too long, so we're all going back home to you. I'm going home to the sea of love, yes, of love. Won't you come on along with me and ride the stars above, and ride the stars above. Father, you're melting us all into one bright, shining, blazing sun. And we've all had the blues much too long, so we're all going back home to you. Yes, we've all had the blues much too long, so we're all